talking about us. Because they were saying that sect. They refer to it as a sect, man. Meaning a cult. When you look at the word sect, is indicative of a cult. So we're seen as a cult, man. A sect. Let them say that about us, man.
I got it.
Because remember, we put off the world, man. If you want to talk about being a true, you know these kind of guys talk about being a real nigga. They ain't real, man. We're real. This is the real shit. It got so real. The nigga with the glasses and the nigga. But I just can't really want to talk for his ass, man. You had to say, listen, man, I'm an actor. I don't want to be seen on camera, man.
Look at that. An actor who doesn't want to be seen on camera. That makes sense. What?
Wait, this is your moment of fame. This is your moment.
Yeah.
What? This is your moment to get a million views.
Yeah.
Talk about you don't want to be seen on camera.
Right, let your light shine before men.
Yeah. So wait,
what
exactly. Let your light be seen before men,
He
man.
wants a camera. He wants a camera light.
You see that?
Action.
You see that? When you get this fame,
And then anyway.
you get defamed.
Infamous.
You lose a lot, man. And a lot of guys can't deal with it. They can't deal with the loss that comes along with gaining. You have a shot.
Sometimes you got
Because then you balance, you put it in the balance. I can't be in it, but be out of it. I can't do it. Yeah, you can't do it. That's why you see, you can't serve two.
Yeah, that might be 13 masters.
That's when it really hits him. You can't serve two, man.
Because you could.
Can't do that.
Hello. You have to say this. Let me know this, yeah? Jeremiah 20 verse 9. Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name, but his word was in my heart as burning fire, shut up in my bones. And I was weary with forbearing, and I could not sleep.
If you're a man of the Lord, man,
Burning thing in you.
if you're a man, as the brother said, this word is going to be within you, man. Right? It's your soul. You're elect. You're the elect. If you're the elect, it's going to be as the brother has read. And be burning in you to come out here, man. Even if, I remember a time, man, I went off, man. What happened was the brothers done caught me. The brothers caught me, man, on camera with the brothers in Brixton, man. They're brothers, I know them, they're sincere, but they're not GMS though. What's your name again? They're
How was
messages. What I would do, I would teach with them early. They go out early. Then I'll come to the bus come, man. Yeah? And what happened was the main camp, one of the brothers must have saw me and reported me. I said, yeah, Dawadar's teaching with these unknown guys. So Raquacom called me up. I don't know if he left the message saying I should call him back. I don't know if I called him back. But we got on the phone, and he said, yo, you see you teaching with these guys. At first I started talking, so I got shook in it. This is Raquacom calling me up, man. And he only calls when something done happen, man. So when he called up, man, I was like, no, but he said, no, but then the spirit done caught me and said, no, hold yourself up like a man of integrity. Just take the help. Take it. He said, listen, man, the word done came down. You're gonna have to suspend it. And I said, I had to hold it up. I said, oh, cool. So they said, yeah, you're suspended for like, what, 5-6 months. So you ain't gonna interact with no brother in the GMS. Go out there, go and do what you do. Go and do what you do. So that was it. That was the judgment. So I went out there by myself for like, what, 5 months, man, 6 months. Still kept going, man. Teaching in the word every week. No, 2 days a week. I went hard, man.
Burning fire.
Yeah.
Righteousness.
Happy. And then he lost the weight. And then he lost the weight. Right? So that's it. I went hard, man. But you know, that's why I went. Don't wait. He might be off the list. You never know. He just annoyed me, innit? So I might not. I did cuss him for it.
But he's not teaching my doctrine.
He's not, you know. Because I told him to recognize the elders, but he didn't want to do that, innit? You never know who's up the elite, innit? So anyway, I was out there for 5 months. I went hard for two days a week. I went out there, man. I remember. And that's when I bumped into him at that exact same time. But you know, I still went out there, man. Because why? Because what? Read it. It was shot up in my bones, man. Listen, man, if you get shot out of the camp, don't ever let that be an excuse. Go out there, you a prophet, man. You're a man of the hard bar, shimmy or shine. You are supposed to stand out here in the streets, man, and to pronounce it. Love it, man. Love the rhythm of it. Just love the job, man. You know?
This is the best job you could ever hope to have.
Just go out there, because that's what makes you unique. That's what makes you different. You don't have to go back into the world for what? Go back into what be like these lost motherfuckers out here. That should be the last thing you want to do. Listen, man. Be persuaded by yourself. Don't believe me. Believe the spirit, man. To yourself. Go on.
Jeremiah 20 verse 9. Then I said, I will make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name.
Yeah, you know why? Because niggas was giving him hell. Jeremiah said, man, fuck you niggas, man. Niggas, yeah, because they want to kill him. Listen, read the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah went through hell, man. He had to run to Egypt because the king of Judah at the time wanted to kill him. So he ran to Egypt, man, because he had a large community of our people dwelling in Egypt. So he was there, man, running from them. But what happened was, there was another guy preaching in the name of the Lord, and they killed him. And they threw his body with the common people. So certain brothers was teaching in the name, and they got killed, man. But they called Jeremiah, and they put him in the dungeon. They put him with the mud, and he was sinking in the mud, man. And he went through a lot of shit. And he said, the Lord said, don't pray for these people. Don't pray for them. Don't pray for them. Don't pray for your people. You might love them, but don't pray for them. But they're going to die grievous deaths. They're going to die severe deaths. And Jeremiah lived to see it. Why do you think he read the book of Lamentations? He actually saw it with his own eyes. He saw the children in the streets who were starving and shit, no food. He reports of women eating their own children.
The bent.
Yeah, it was serious. He saw it for himself. He actually cried. He cried when he saw the destruction of his own people because he lived to see it. He was dead because the king of Babylon left him alive, and certain poor people of Israel, of Judah. He left them alive, the poor ones. He left them alive, the poor, low-class ones. The nobles, the men of war, the high-class ones, they got put into slavery, man. They got put straight into slavery. The king, he got his eyes put out, and all his sons got killed right before his eyes. Before his eyes, before his eyes got put out. So he saw his sons get killed, and then his eyes got put out. That's the last thing he saw, his sons being killed. Because he ran away from the king of Babylon. And Jeremiah told him, listen, submit. If you submit, you will live. If you run away, your eyes got put out, your sons died. And he ran away, and that's what happened. Yeah? Most I was not playing with him. So Jeremiah lived to see it. That's why he wrote the book of Lamentations. Because he saw it. Where are you finished?
I finished. Yeah. Go.
Right, yeah, so that's a great man, Jeremiah, you know. And he wrote a big book. He wrote Jeremiah and Lamentations. And Baruch was his understudy. When you read about Baruch, when you go to Jeremiah, it makes mention of Baruch. Baruch was his understudy. That's how you read about Baruch in the Apocrypha. Baruch was there, he was his understudy. So he was big, man. He got small, like guys that they got a smaller portion of prophecy, like Obadiah, Haggai, you know, Jonah, you know. Coming on.
Right, Philippians 3 verse 8. Verse 7. But what things were gained to me, I counted loss for Hamashiach. Yea, doubtless, I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Hamashiach Yahushua, my Lord. For whom I have suffered the loss of all things, but I do count them but dung, that I may win Hamashiach.
Break it down.
Yeah, because we talk about when you come into this truth, you're going to experience losses, man. Many losses, you know, more than you can imagine. But really, when we lose the things of the world in the hopes that we may gain the Yahushua, gain the knowledge of the truth, gain a chance at salvation. That's the greatest gift any man can hope to have. Because if you do have riches in this world, riches aren't going to profit you in the day of wrath. You know, you're not going to be able to buy your way into a chariot. And that's what a lot of rich people do in this world.
Yeah.
They buy their way into things, man. But you can't, there's no price you can put on salvation, man.
That's to be given to you.
You have to be
There
worthy.
has to be something about your soul. Right? Because you have yours chosen people. And you have a chosen within the chosen. And that's the elect. And there's nothing that you can do to buy your way into the kingdom. It's something that's to be predestined. Predestined is pre-decided. Yeah. There's something that's everything has already been made up, man. Everything has been made to be before it has already been. Yeah? So that's why we can't glory in nothing.
No.
We can't be proud. You can't say, oh, I worked my way. That's where's boasting? Where's boasting? There's no boasting. That's why we give all glory to Yahweh. Give all glory to Him, man. Because it belongs to Him. That's right. Not us. All praises, all the praises.
All
goes to Yahweh. That's it.
Can I say something else? Even that gift of forgiveness. Right? I just remember another account. I don't want to go off the thing here. Remember that man, who is it? Try to remind me. When his brothers was against him and he put him down in a pit or something. You remember that account?
Joseph.
Was it Joseph?
They were jealous of him.
Jealous of him. And he still came out and forgave them.
See, that's Joseph.
It's a gift again, you know, from the Bible, you know.
Yeah.
That gift of forgiveness. Yeah?
The fact that he could turn the other cheek.
He could turn it.
But he set an example.
An example.
To his brothers. But that's leadership principle. That you can attack me,
Yeah.
but you can do evil to me, but I, as a man of understanding, I'm gonna set the example of how
Because the fire was in him. The fire was in him.
Yeah.
That's why. The fire was in him.
Because niggas in the world would be like tick for tack.
Yeah.
And you do it to me, I do it back to you. Like I'm in the power. Because remember, he got into a position of power, so he could have killed them, his own brethren, because he was like put in a position of power in Egypt. So when his brothers came before him, he could have used that as an advantage to kill him, kill his brothers. He don't do that, man.
But he went through hell, you know. But it was so humbling because when he had the dream, Jacob told him, he warned him, like, 'cause he had a dream that he had been over his brothers, and he's kind of boastful about it. So he was thrown in the pit, sold into slavery, ended up in Potiphar's house, had to flee out the window with Potiphar's wife chasing him. Now that's another one. Yeah, don't think Potiphar's wife was no like busted, broke down bitch, you know. She must have looked good because if she was ugly, it would have been easy to power off. But it was easy for that temptation.
He ran naked, man.
Yeah, to flee the house. Then he was put into prison. Then he interpreted Pharaoh's dream, and then he got the strict power. So he went through hell, and that was the humbling. What did the scripture say? Tried in the furnace of adversity. Was gold is tried in the fire, acceptable mention of tried in the furnace of adversity.
And that's a part of it.
Yeah, so when he came into that position, now when he did have the power to slay his brothers, he knew how to use them wisely.
You know? So that's an example of a man being zealous, as the brother said it. His word was shut up in my bones. It was fire. Man. You know, so he was zealous for the Lord, man. Right? So where was your thought?
I finished my thesis that I had about
Go back to Romans. Yeah, Romans. Oh yeah, because you read that what did you read? You read about the Lord,
all things is done.
yeah, all things is done. Right? Yeah, exactly. Let's read that last part again.
Right, so this is Philippians 3 verse 8 again. Then doubtless I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Hamashiach Yahushua my Lord, to whom I have suffered the loss of all things, for I do count them but dung, that I may win Yahushua.
Your family's done, your mom's done, your dad is done.
Good job.
Can you say that? Can you admit that? That's mad. You have to rebel, yeah. You have to rebel. Against everything that you've known. So you wind up being alone, man. It's a lonely walk being a Christian. What they call a Christian. You can't just walk this thing and be a Christian. I've said that before. You can't just, I'm a Christian. Are you ready to suffer? Are you ready to be rejected? Prepare your soul for temptation. You come to serve the Lord. Get that. What's it? No. You got Romans. All Romans you have. Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus. I don't want to give him a talk yet. You can't just say you're a Christian to be a real follower of the Lamb. Whithersoever he goeth. Oh, you have to account the cost. You better count the cost because you better look at what's before you. Are you ready to lose your job for this? For something that you can't see? No, man. I need to pay my bills. I didn't get what you got, man.
Sirach 2 verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
You want to be a servant of the Lord. Prepare your soul to be tempted. You got that nice job, you're going to get the promotion. Your job gonna say they want to do a background check on you. You see what you've been doing in the last 5 years. They're going, where's your Google account? You got a YouTube account? Or you've been putting up videos? Let me see them. Let me see your video. You know? What have you been doing? Oh, you've been the truth. You've been teaching the truth for 10 years. So you left the world, man. You got a little shitty job. You get a little nice little job. They give you money, right, to pay to get a nice little house, renting. What have you been doing for the past 5 years? Background check. Or inconsistencies.
You've been out of work.
Inconsistencies, yeah. You know, they don't like that. They want to see consistency. Like,
You're inconsistent.
you're inconsistent. Nah. Don't like it. So be prepared for that, man. Be prepared for a life where you don't give a fuck, man. You don't give a shit, man. Women and the family. That's to be a true conqueror. You already conquered the world because you already won your Hawashai. That's your ultimate prize. Your main prize is to be delivered, to be saved, man. Right? I want to be saved. I don't want this world. There's nothing in it for me. All it's going to wind up is this. Right? Nuclear destruction. I can see it coming. Read on, man.
Surah 2:1 again. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
I want to say that. My son, not my daughter. Yeah. So it's a masculine thing. Real followers of the Lord are men. My son, if you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself for temptation. This is a masculine thing. This is manly. The Lord is calling men, brothers, to this gathering. Coming up.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in times of trouble.
Set thy mind aright and constantly endure.
Cleave unto him and depart not away. Right, so like I'll do it again. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. Make not haste in times of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou might be increased at thy last end.
Now what?
That thou might be increased at thy last end.
Cleave unto him. Don't let it go, man. Don't let the Lord go. Remember, like a woman holds into her husband. Don't let your husband go. Because really a woman is going to look at her husband as being her God, like for everything. He's my integrity. If I let him go, if I join into another man, I lose my value as a woman. Right? I lose my integrity as a woman. If I go and start having sexual or intimate affairs with another man, I lose my value. Let me hold on to my first man.
First love.
He's my everything. That's how you, brother. That's how you want to be valued. Let's keep it real. That's how you know you're supposed to be valued. Your woman is man looking at that. These women nowadays, they're hoes, man. They're looking like, nigga, you don't want. I'll go with someone else. All that, man.
To the left, to the left.
To the left, to the left. You know? All that shit, man. And then they feel that's power. No power. You're destroying yourself. But they don't. That's so blind. They don't see it. What did it say? Read it up last part again.
Verse 3, Surah 2 and 3 again. Cleave unto him and depart not away. that thou might be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
And what they say, the main, what I said there is that, I lost that last part, but it said,
Whatsoever is brought upon thee. Right, cleave unto him and depart not away.
so that thou may be increased in thy last end. What's that talking about? If I was to ask you over that question, what is that talking about? So you may be increased at your last end. What's that talking about?
During Jacob's struggle.
Say,
Strengthened during Jacob's struggle. Being strong. Being strong.
more.
Salvation.
Yeah.
Power.
Yeah, thank you. That's important. How many brothers know about that, man? When the Lord, when Yahweh Shai makes his grand return, you will be changed immortal. That sounds like some crazy shit.
No, that's a comic. That's a comic.
That's supernatural. That's extraterrestrial. It's science fiction. But no, it's biblical fact.
Why do you think they make the movies about Superman and Man of Steel?
Yeah?
What's the other movies, man? Like Thanos? And X-Men. Because they know the scriptures. They know that in the end, we that endure to the end, we will be granted those powers, man.
Over the other nations.
Immortality, everlasting life. We will live forever. 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 years. That's what I'm saying. It sounds like madness. It sounds crazy. It's like, I don't believe that. Yeah. When the Lord comes, you're talking about, when the Lord comes, Yahweh Shai, remember, he's over 2,000 years old. When he comes back, he was born during that time period.
Yeah.
So he's come back like 2,000 years plus as a young man. As a young man. Taller than all the rest, as a read in Ezra. So we're talking about an immortal man that can't die, can't be killed. He's conquered death. He's already died, but risen again. So he conquered death, as we will too. That's something to wait for, man. Get that in Corinthians where it says, at the last trump, you shall be changed immortal, man. When the Lord comes back, he's coming back to save us from the great second death, the nuclear destruction, man.
This is 1 Corinthians 15:51 to 1. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of a lot of the eye. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption.
For this corruptible, what's the corruptible?
This was right now.
That these bodies are corruptible. Those of you brothers that are sick, you should know all about that. These bodies are corruptible. You need pills to sustain these bodies. Imagine, that's how weak we are. We're so weak, we need pills and medication. Herbs, man, to sustain these bodies. We need food. Did you know that? Let me go deep. You need food, man. Remember, food is medicine. When we're incorruptible, we won't need food. We won't need any of that, man. You will live forever, meaning you're immortal. You can't die. Sickness won't affect us. None of these things that's affecting us now, none of these things will affect us. Someone give me Ahab, give me Sirach chapter 11 verse 21. 11 verse 21.
I've got research on how to
11:21.
Go on.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 11 verse 21. Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord, and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich.
Just read that part again.
Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord, and abide in thy labor.